Welcome to Trekking Wild. Today is August 31st, 2025, and we are hiking in Crater Lake National Park in southern Oregon in the Cascade Mountain Range. We're hiking to Stuart Falls. We'll start off on the Pumice Flat Trail in Crater Lake National Park, then follow a short section of the PCT before finishing the hike just outside the park in the Sky Lakes Wilderness. That's the plan for today. Let's go hiking. All right, we are about 2 miles in on this trail. So far, it's been a pleasant walk in the woods. Trail's super well defined. It's really wide, and it's just been easy hiking. That's kind of what it said online. So this trail follows the PCT as well for the first 3 miles, and then breaks off. And I guess the PCT miles, trail's in great shape. Once you get beyond that, then it starts to break down a little bit. But hopefully they've cleared the trail as far as tree fall, and we'll only have to deal with maybe some overgrown trail and stuff like that, which isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, so far pretty good hike. All right, we're at the 3 mile mark. I think I read the map a little wrong. So the first section that we just did, that did not follow the PCT. We've actually just run into the PCT here. So that comes up out of the south and then runs into the Pumice Flat Trail. We're gonna take the PCT for a short distance here, and then we're gonna break off again. So I was wrong, that wasn't the PCT, but sure was a well-defined, nice trail. So first 3 miles in, easy hiking, nice trail, just kind of a nice walk in the woods. So. Hiking through the burn, we are seeing the remnants of the 2017 Red Blanket Fire, which burned approximately 4,885 acres. This fire was caused by a lightning strike and was one of several fires making up the 2017 High Cascades Complex, which burned over 72,000 acres that year. All right, just lost the trail for a little bit. We're about 4.5 miles in and the trail just disappeared. Had to search a little bit and then I found it again. So I think, well, at least I think I found it again. So hiking along this trail, you know, I don't think it gets much traffic at all. And it shows on the trail. It definitely cuts in and out. You're hiking through a burn area, which really opens up the views. There's all kinds of different rock formations out there and also some peaks off in the distance. Just heard a pretty big crashing sound like maybe some rock fall. I don't know if that came through on the camera. That was kind of interesting. All right, let's keep going. I'll probably check in when we get to the falls.
As we get closer to Stuart Falls, Bald Top becomes increasingly more prominent. Along this hike, looking toward the west, we retreated to views of Union Peak, and to the southwest, Mount McLoughlin. If you're planning to hike this route, be sure to visit trekkingwild.com for more information, including the trail map and directions to the trailhead. The link is in the description below. As you approach the falls, it's surprising to see such an impressive waterfall in an area that up to this point seemed dry and devoid of water. Then seemingly out of nowhere, there's a 40-foot cascade surrounded by greenery and wildflowers. A stark contrast to the dry, burned landscape we hiked through to reach this point.
All right, we're about a mile from the trailhead, so I thought it'd be a good time to do final thoughts. Overall, I like this trail. The second half of the trail, where, you know, the trail kind of disappears a little bit. You're hiking on uneven terrain. That part I actually enjoyed more. I thought it was more interesting. The first part's easy hiking, but you're just hiking through the woods. You get through the second part of the trail, and you start getting all kinds of interesting rock formations. You get some peaks off in the distance, and then you work your way to the waterfall. And that waterfall was awesome. It was really kind of interesting. Not a lot of water that I've seen all around here, and here's this just awesome waterfall in the middle of nowhere. So. Yeah, overall, I think it's a worthwhile hike. And if you're looking for solitude, this is the hike for you. I still haven't seen anyone this entire time. And this is Sunday of Labor Day weekend. So you would think that if it was going to be busy, today would be a day. But so far my experience with the park, and I've only been here a couple days, but it seems like anywhere around the rim, chaos. Lots of people. There's a lot of pull-offs, and a lot of the hikes start at those pull-offs. So finding parking is a bit of a challenge. But if you get outside away from the lake, some of these hikes out here, like I have not seen anyone out here. And I did another one yesterday, Red Cone Spring, and I saw one person that entire trail. So away from the rim and away from the lake, you could definitely find solitude.
That's going to do it for this episode of Trekking Wild. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And for more trail write-ups, gear reviews, and trip ideas, be sure to check out trekkingwild.com. Until next time, stay wild.